that doesn't come as a surprise at all, isn't it? We've always seen that wherever Nepal plays, there's a lot of support. 4 overs done, 4 for no loss. So very sedate start for USA. Some
get that little extra, ensure that they make it big from here on. On the pads, a half-hearted appeal, but no problem whatsoever, a single. And that should be keeping those little doubts in the minds of the batters consistently, as Karan has been bowling those impeccable lines.
good toss to win for Nepal. I think they've done well to bowl first. Of course, we know the conditions here at the Dubai International Stadium. The first few hours, especially early morning, because we are starting at 9:30 local time, the first few hours are going to be challenging for the batters. There's a little bit of moisture in the wicket, so there'll be something for the bowlers as they come into bowl. And that has been very evident so far from both these bowlers, Sompal and Karan Casey. They've done really well. They've tested the batters and haven't given away a lot. 5 overs, just 8 runs on the board for USA.
Five overs gone, 8 for none USA. As earlier this morning, Nepal skipper. Runs on board, just a single. Nepal and their fielding has been impeccable. The way they've been putting their bodies behind the ball every single time makes them look so good.
It does help. Of course, we all know that fielding is such an important aspect of the game. And a lot of teams now have put the right focus on that aspect of the game. And Nepal has been a front runner when it comes to fielding. They've done really well. Nicely bowled. That was an edge. Looked like there was an edge. Chance gone down.
You know, you shouldn't be missing out on those chances early on. The batters are tentative. They are trying to play within themselves. And then, if there is a chance, and we've been talking about Nepal and their fielding, one can only expect them to take up everything that's come their way. That's come their way. Try and calm his nerves down. But in such a scenario, you want maybe a senior partner on the other end who comes down to you and says, hey, that's all right, mate. You got a chance, make it count. But on the other end, there's a youngster. So there's only so much that one can do.
Yeah, they'll have to bat really well, especially the next hour or so. They'll have to ensure they don't lose wickets. Runs are not the priority right now for the US. They'll look to bat this first hour and see where they finish, and then from there on plan their innings. Andre Howe's a regular feature at the top for USA, 31 years of age, and has decent experience at the highest level, has played a lot of franchise cricket, has played for the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders here in the UAE, so he's got local experience, he knows the conditions.
Well, yeah, knowing local conditions in a different format where the brief is completely different, where you come in, start extracting everything that the bowlers throw at you. Also, a different challenge for him would be playing in daytime. Early in the morning, there is some moisture on the surface. There is some movement off the deck, which may or may not be the case in the evenings. Meanwhile, this time he's gone and made some good connection. There's the chase on towards the deep mid wicket. But no boundaries so far. No boundaries so far, Ahmed.
Yeah, intent. Intent is clearly evident from Andre. And that's important. 6 overs, 12 for no loss. That's the score. Showing some intent at that moment and playing that up in the air. Doesn't have the legs to go all the way, but he'll gain some confidence out of that. Average is 35. How's? 6 overs, 12 for no loss. That's the score.
Aerial again. And is this the first boundary? The outfield is literally tricking the fielder into putting in that big chase, and the first boundary of the morning comes through. Andres gets that and gets it right.
Yeah, just we spoke about intent in that previous over. He's now middling the ball much better, has got a good idea of how the pitch is faring, and now he's backing his skills. Played that up in the air, not afraid to clear the infield, using the power play overs to advantage, and just timing it enough to beat the fielder for 4 runs. First boundary of the game for Andre House.
Just getting the ball to move in a bit this time. Karan Casey is an experienced lad, and the way he dictates the conversation when it comes to bowling is just phenomenal. That one boundary wouldn't hurt him. 3.2 overs, 10 runs is what he's conceded, including a maiden. There's a little stoppage in the game because Smith Patel wants to do his laces. Batters do this when they're trying to catch a breath. But young Smith wouldn't really be doing it for that purpose. Sometimes it's also a little tactic that you use to calm your nerves down early on in the game. And just take a little breather, contain those thoughts. Though it does break the momentum of the bowler, especially if you're a fast bowler.
Yeah, you don't like the game to be stopped at any point in time. When you're warmed up, you're ready to bowl, you want to bowl as much as possible.
Oh, beautiful delivery. Beautiful. Incredible comeback. Maybe that little break helped Karan Casey gather his thoughts more than it could have for Smith. 16 runs on board for USA. I love the way Nepal has bowled. They've kept those lines really, really tight. Bowling on the money.
Yeah, just very disciplined bowling, and that's what you expect from Nepal. Oh, nicely bowled again between the bat and pad. That's gone through, and how did that miss the stumps? Every fielder on the ground has his hands on their head. That's how close that ball was to the stumps.
Well, yeah, just unlucky there for Karan Casey. And for all the Nepal fans, those oohs and the ahs that you can hear from the crowd that's come in. Just millimeters, maybe less. As Karan Casey lines up again.
He's been such a valuable asset for Nepal, Karan Casey, at the top with the new ball. Experience galore, 34 years of age, has played a lot of cricket for Nepal, 61 ODI matches for him, and 86 wickets with a best bowling of 5 for 33. So he knows what is expected of him. His role is very well defined. The team and the management backs him, and he's done so well for the side, not just in the recent few months, but even when Nepal was not at their absolute best, Karan Casey always stepped up to the occasion and has taken that responsibility of bowling the new ball with Sompal and has done exceedingly well.
Yeah, consistency is key, especially when you are a fast bowler. You have to manage a lot of things. Right now, he's managing the workload of the opening bowlers. 7 overs gone, 16 for none. Runs coming in singles, and the US openers wouldn't mind it. One sometimes wonders what runs in the mind of a team that is sitting very comfortably at the top of the table, number 2 to be specific. They know that they just have to maintain this position of theirs. Oh, chance of a catch and taken. A little fumble at backward point. But Andres will have to take that long walk back. He's looking really good to start off with, but then ends up giving a dolly.
Well, they've been rewarded for their disciplined bowling. The Nepali bowlers, especially Sompal Kami from the far end, has tested Andre House with some really good bowling, and this time he finds the fielder looking to play that behind square on the offside, and a very sharp catch taken. So the first wicket down for USA. Batting first, they're 17 for 1.
Not the ideal time to lose a wicket. Within the power play, you're just settling in. You've just tried to understand what the surface has to offer, and then try to play a cut straight into the hands of the fielder. All right, the skipper has walked in for USA, Munang Patel. He'll be on strike. Gets that inside edge. Want to try and understand how the surface behaves before he starts playing his shots.
Yes, and that is where I think Andre House will be a little disappointed with himself. I think he took some time. He faced most of the deliveries that have been bowled so far in the 7.3 overs, and he'll be disappointed that he couldn't go on to bat longer enough, because it did look like he got an idea of how the pitch was faring. This one was down the leg side, and he'll have to bowl that again, Sompal. But suddenly you can see that there is a spring in his step. You can see that he's now looking for more wickets. Aggression at full throttle from Sompal Kami.
Well, yeah, they definitely would want to pick wickets, and the sooner they pick wickets, the better it gets.